Hello guys, this is Kashtira. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we're going to talk about top 5 meta decks on October 2022 OCG format. So this is post PHHY or Photon Hypernova, the new set that came out recently. So the main set introduced a lot of good cards and new meta contenders. So in this video, we're going to talk about the 5 decks that are on the top of metagame format. So without further much ado, let's get started. Coming at number 5, we have Exosister. So Exosister is still a nice deck to play, even it got power creep a little bit by newer cards on the set. Exosister is still a good deck to pick up when you are playing safely on the meta. Exosister can be very devastating, having disruptions such as Magnifica, Returnia, and Michaelis. They vanishes a lot, so it can be devastating on the current metagame. Banish mechanic is very strong on the current meta, and also they are very resilient and can play around hand traps and a reasonable consistency. So cards such as Raigeki destroys the setup of Exosister because they don't have Omni Negate on the board setup, and also cards like Nibiru very strong hand trap against them because they extend to 5 summons when summoning their boss monster Magnifica. And also, they can get affected by back row removal such as Harpy's Feather Duster because they have back row set up on their board with Vadis and Returnia that are key cards from them. So, Exosister is still a nice deck for me. But they have fallen down the ranks of the best decks on this format. So, they settle with number 5 on my list. Coming at number 4, we have Runick. I think it's about time to include Runick on my top 5 list because several weeks before and up until this date, they can top casually. So Runick deserves a spot on my number 4 right now. And Runick can incorporate back row cards such as Dimensional Fissure, Rivalry, Gozen Match, Skill Drain, and other annoying back row cards. So Runick is still is a very powerful deck that can incorporate a lot of those floodgates and can play around those floodgates as well. They have good going second capability due to the board destruction capability of the deck. And also, Runick can be very consistent playing a lot of draw power on the deck, namely Path of Desires, Path of Duality, and Cards of Demise. And also, their Runick Fountain has draw 3 mechanic. So, to prevent them, you can play Ash Blossom into that field spell, and also Ghost Ogre to prevent them from snowballing. And also, it can be Ghost Build also because it returns card to the bottom of the deck. So, it has counters even with the power of that card. And also, they are heavily affected by Artifact Lancea because I have said earlier, the deck banishes a lot, so Lancea is a good option against them. Okay, coming at number 3, we have Bestial Dragon Link. So, Bestial Dragon Link is a very powerful combo deck right now. Arguably the best combo deck right now on the current metagame. So, Bestial Dragon Link takes my number 3 spot on this list. Bestial Dragon Link got even more power due to the introduction of Bystial Baldrake, a new card from Bystial archetype from the Photon Hypernova. So, Bystial Baldrake can banish monster, special summon monster with Link XYZ Synchro, Link XYZ Synchro, and Ritual monsters. Baldrake can banish them while tributing one light and dark monster from the field. So, Baldrake is a nice interruption added to them. And a very nice card to have on this already consistent Bestial Dragon Link. Cards such as Maxi topples the deck because they are a combo deck, as I have said. And also, Droll and Lockbird, of course, because they tend to add a lot frequently. So, cards such as this can hurt them. And also, Nibiru, because they special summon a lot. And Nibiru destroys their board. So, this is my number 2, 3 best deck, the Bestial Dragon Link. Coming at number 2, we have Kashtira. The new empowered Kashtira with the introduction of Risart, and their new consistency cards such as Papillas and their new field spell, the Paraisos, made the deck very strong on its own on the current metagame. So, the introduction of those cards improved the consistency and overall ceiling of the deck. They can be very destructive on its setup, having a Rise Heart with the Macrocosmos, Pseudo Macrocosmos effect that can banish cards when leaving the field, and also a Quick Play Shurig because it can banish Quick Play. So, they have good boss monsters, and the most problematic one is Shangri-La that can lock out zones on the opponent's field. So, imagine having not a zone to play. It is very cancerous to the extent of disabling the opponents from playing the game. Cards such as Book of Moon saw resurgence on the main deck because it helps you to out the Shangri-La, because Shangri-La when face up on the field or on the field have its effect that can lock zones. So playing Book of Moon on draw phase solves your problem against the Shangri-La. Why do you need to play it on draw phase? Because it summons on the standby phase. It can summon Kashtira monsters. So playing Book of Moon, and the most popular side deck card right now, Book of Eclipse, is very strong against the Kashtira strategy because they don't have Omni Negate on the field except for the Barone. If they drew Ash, actually a good interaction with them is you can special normal summon Ash Blossom and Kashtira, having level 7 and level 3 tuner can turn into Barone, so that they can protect their board. But without those niche interactions, they are heavily affected by Book of Moon and Book of Eclipse. So these are the cards that can instigate the or spoil the strategy of Kashtira, and also Nibiru and Maxi, because they special summon number of times. So this is the second best deck of the format, Kashtira. So coming at number 1, without a doubt and hesitations, the Tearlaments Ishizu Kashtira. So Tearlaments Ishizu Kashtira is without a doubt the best deck in this format. So when you thought that Kashtira will overtake the Tearlaments on the metagame as a number 1 best deck, you are definitely wrong, because they even got stronger with the introduction of Tearlaments Kashtira. It improved the consistency of the deck and overall resiliency because it is a quick effect and has a nice synergy on Kashtira cards and Tearlaments cards. So they incorporated the field spell of Kashtira, the Paraisos. So they are more resilient right now. The one thing that is very notable on Tearlaments strategy is from being a combo-ish deck from Ishizu Tearlaments, they went to a more mid-range type of deck right now, having resilient board but good options on hand traps because they can fit in more hand traps on their deck list right now compared to before with triple orange light and max out Ishizu cards. So cards that can also be devastating against them is the Book of Eclipse because Tearlaments needs to have face-up monsters to activate their power trap card, the Tearlaments Sulik. So they also don't have Omni Negate on the field except if they are playing the Grapha Fusion. So Book of Eclipse can shut the deck down, and also cards such as Dimensional Barrier can topple them because they tend to they tend to only fusion summon, and they are streamlined to fusion. So Dimensional Barrier stops the deck. And also the most popular choice being Winter Cherries and Bestial cards, the most popular answers to them because Winter Cherries can banish Tearlaments Kitkalos. So when you banish Kitkalos, it slows the deck a lot. And also Bestial cards because it can stop the fusion summoning mechanic of the Shayren, Merly, and Havnis because they will get banished if they get Byssted. So these are the cards that can answer the best deck for quite a while right now. So these are my top 5 best decks on this October 2022 metagame format. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and please don't leave without a like and subscribe my channel and hit the notification bell for more updates. Shoutouts to Kaido Willis community and to my YouTube supporters and avid watchers. Thanks a lot for the consistent approach and followage on my YouTube channel. Peace. Thank you.
Fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again.